The compose operator allows you to assemble two or more segments into a group. In RailClone 3, the bounding box of geometry grouped in this way was calculated based on the first segment in the compose operator's size. For the purpose of determining the position of adjacent segments, the others were ignored. For example, here we have 5 segments. All of the pivots are aligned to the center of segment 1. These are attached to a compose node. In RailClone 3, only segment 1's bounding box is used to calculate how the items are assembled along the spline, causing the adjacent segments to overlap. And to fix this in RailClone 3 again, you would have to edit the right padding of segment 1. As you can see, that's not terribly intuitive. So in RailClone 4 it now works more like 3ds Max's groups. All the segments are forced to use pivot alignment mode, and the bounding box is calculated based on the extents of all of the segments wired to the compose operator. There's no longer any need to adjust the padding for the first segment. If you still want to adjust the padding, then the recommended approach is to add a transform operator after the compose node and simply adjust it from there as though it were a regular segment. To illustrate, here's an example of a complex paving pattern comprising 5 slabs that we would like to randomize so they can't actually just be attached together. First of all, just like the previous example, all of the pivots are aligned to a common point so that the pieces will be assembled correctly when they're wired up in RailClone. Then to fix that, we reset the XForms. Add a new segment node and then just change any individual transform randomization that you'd like. To import the pieces using these settings, right-click on the node and choose Clone Multiple. These can then be wired to a compose operator and the mode changed to group. Immediately, the style is created using the bounding box of the combined segments to calculate spacing. And we can even expose these dimensions via attributes and use them in the graph. In this case, there's a macro to automatically complete the pattern based on the combined size of the composed segments. We believe this new behavior will make working with RailClone's compose operator a much more intuitive experience and help to make your styles in less time than ever before.